Hi student, I am Asit Tiwari and today I have started the first lesson in history 11th class. Themes in world history, and this is the section 1 early societies, and there are the two themes. The first theme is from the beginning of time. So student, in the first today I will tell you something about the early societies, means the section 1. I will introduce it through my first video lecture in the 11th history. So it will help you to understand that what can be will say discussed in the first theme and second theme in the section 1 early societies. So today I will introduce the early societies, and it will make the understanding of the both theme in the first section. So student, hope you will listen it very carefully. So student, let's we see. In the first I will just bring the attention over the history. History is a subject mostly we classify it as a subject to study the past. So I have a definition. History is a subject or history is the branch of knowledge that record and analyzes the past event and the old things into a very chronological order in a very systematic way. So student, this is the definition of history. My one question is here: who is known as the father of history? If you have know the answer, you can click in the comment box. So student, it will also increase your, you will say, the interest over the subject. So student, let's we see existence of human in Africa. Means the first time the early man, the discovery of the journey of early man was seen in Africa. Africa was the first land of the early man, or you can say the Homo sapiens. Then archaeologists they had used the tools, the bones and many of the things which supported for the archaeologists. Archaeologists are the person who study the old remains and the I will say old material or the ancient material. It means they go through the process of excavation and they just study over the product which has been seen in the excavate site. So it will also support them to study well the old history. And second thing is that reconstruction of early past by the lives, food, fire, language, hunting and gathering. Means if the history of the past has to be reconstructed, so how does the history of the past can be reconstructed? Reconstruct means to produce the history of the past. Means how do we study, how do we prepare, how do we produce the old past? So we have to go through the lives of the early man, the food of the early man, means the fire, how the fire was discovered, how the fire became very, we'll say, useful part of the life of early man. How did the language play the important role in the life of man and the early man? Hunting and gathering, these two activities became the very core part of the, will say, life of the early man, and they have make them the idea to develop their life or they updated their life, they upgrade their life. Next one, remains of early buildings, structure and writing material. Means when we have to study well about the history well, so we have to go through the building structure. Building structure means the monuments, the, will say, buildings which were made by the early men and the kings and many of the other people, because these buildings, these structure, they help us to the idea how did they build the buildings, or how did they develop their shelter homes. And these shelter homes were the source of to study well the early men. And writing material. Writing material means suppose if we imagine if the writing material was not available in the history or to study the past, so how did we know about the, you will say, lot of account of the queens, the people, the common man, the tax and many of the other things. It means it became very difficult to study the old man. Next one, the forest, caves, temporary shelter, folk shelter, village and cities. Means The forest, it was the home of early men. Then they have to move toward the caves when they have to faces the difficulties in the forest, so they have decided to live in the cave. Then they have to go in the temporary shelter, means they have made their houses in the branches of the trees and so many other areas. Then they have to go in the rock shelter. Then they have to decide to develop the village and cities. Finally they have reached the countries also. It means this is a very consistency in the development of the shelter of the early men we have seen. Now the nomadic life means the you will say food gathering life of the people, means the early men, they were searching of the food for themselves and searching the pasture for their animals. They moved, kept moving from one place to another place. This kept moving from one place to another place was settled when they have developed or they have discovered the agriculture. Agriculture made their life very systematic and they learned how to grow the food. And West Asia, where there was the evidence of the wheat and barley which was grown by the early men, and East and Southeast Asia, where easily grown also food evidence also found, like the rice, millets. They became very, will say, convenient food for the early men also. And they also learned the domestication of animals. When they learned about the strength of animals, so they had used them for the pulling of the carts, plow the land, and they learned the land have the capacity to grow the food, to grow the, will say, sapling into the plants. Then ripened crops forced them to stay in one place for a long time, because when they had seen it was accidentally to found that when they were eating the fruits on one day, so they had thrown the seeds of the fruit in the ground, and after some days they have found that on the place where they have thrown the seeds of the fruits, there was a sapling of the small, you will say, trees was seen, or the plants was seen. So they have decided to stay for a long time for the agriculture, for the crops, and this life they had adopted by accidentally, but obviously it was a settled way of life. It means agriculture played a very important role for settling the people in one place, and they have moved from forest to society. This is a big, you will say, development which was caused due to the agriculture. Then production of earthen pots, means when they have decided to live in the, you will say, forest to the villages, so they had used the earthen material, means they had used the earthen soils for using for various purpose. When they discovered the earthen wheels, means the wheels where they were just making their pots and pans, so they use the pots for cooking purpose and for storing purpose, because they knew very well that if the food can be saved, if the food can be kept for a long time, and if it will be, I will say, cooked and stored, so it may also increase their taste of the food. And in such a way they also used many of the things along with this agricultural food. Metals turned into the jewelry, and jewelry became the very important part of the life of women and men. And in such a way trade, which became the activities in the small type of that village, then town, then cities, and finally the country was formed. It means this was the kind of we'll say process where the early men, they learnt how to live in forest and how to grow the food. Then finally they had reached to the trade, and trade made them to settle way of life in a very systematic way where the rules and regulation also followed. So obviously the country was formed. So student, this was the first lecture. Hope you listened it very well, and if any kind of the problem, you can comment it to ask your doubt. Thank you for watching me and listening me.